Hi, I am Galasrinie. I'm going to be showing off the big bass fishing game today. There was a bid war for what language? What language ended up being the one that won?
So German ended up winning that war.
Okay, cool. Also, I just want to say, you might notice that there's also Spanish on this list. The reason why I didn't include that in the bid war is because Spanish doesn't actually have a voice, so all the others do. The Spanish is actually an English voice, so they didn't have a Spanish person, unfortunately. But we're going to be playing it in German. Yay! Okay, cool. So, yeah, let's go in. This is going to be a bit of a meme. Okay, so the protagonist's name is canonically called Babe. Time will start when I press this button, which will be in 3, 2, 1, go. Cool. So this was on the PS1 or PSX, depending on how you say it. And basically, the speedrun is pretty simple. You gotta catch fish. So there are several different locations, and the objective is to catch 5 fish in each location. Yeah, it's currently 8 a.m. and, well, all the fish out around the morning, so it's kind of how it will be. Okay. Also, this game has a lot of RNG because sometimes fish do not bite. Hopefully we don't have to do a lot of recasts, but we'll see how we go. And if you're wondering why the game is in black and white, the game isn't usually in black and white, but that's just what we're gonna have to do today, and that's all right. Okay. So. Oh, that fish did not bite. He did not bite either. That is not good. That is a not good start. Come on, fish. Oh. Good.
Ein neuer Rekord.
Now, because we picked German, right there she said that's a record in German because well, it's the first fish that I've caught in the game, so it's a record-breaking fish because it's the biggest size. Each time you get like a larger size fish, she says, that's a record in whatever language that you have. Yeah. There's lots of other things that she says too, but we won't get to hear all of them in particular because I skipped the dialogue. But this game is pretty simple. We don't want to cast too far away from the boat because we want to catch fish really fast. There we go. Cool. And yeah, you'll see text pop up in German. And when a fish is on the line, I'm constantly pulling the joystick in the opposite direction of the fish and fighting against where it wants to go.
Ooh.
Cool. Oh. Now, this is the lure that I'm going to be using for the whole run because the majority of the fish in the game are attracted to this lure. It kind of looks like something you'd wash your dishes with. And it's called the Fascinator because it's so fascinating that the fish really love it. When a fish jumps in the air, it's really good because you can get a free reel.
Ein neuer Rekord.
So we're going to try. Hopefully they jump a lot and other things.
Jetzt nicht nachlassen.
Now this animation that just played is when the fish wants to spit out the hook, but we don't let him do that.
Ein neuer Rekord.
Also, because this game is actually American, like it says 58, 57 feet, but it translates it to German. doesn't translate it to the metrics, even though they don't, use that over there. So that's funny.
Ein neuer Rekord.
That's the end of the first area. Yay, so we'll go to the next one. Each of the areas have like their own specific fishes that you can catch. But there's always two fish, the largemouth bass and the smallmouth bass, which are always attracted to this lure. So that's one of the reasons also why to use this lure, because there's always fish that will be attracted to it. And that's like the vast majority that spawn in. So we use them. But yeah, this game is a bit random in that sometimes like fish will always look attracted to the lure, but they don't always bite. So I got to make decisions on if I want to keep it in the water or recast, because sometimes you just got to make decisions like that. If you have any donations to be read, you're most welcome to read some.
Okay, so we have $10 from Tim Trollgasm, who says, you'll want to fish some bass, preferably big bass. And we also had $10 from Niall, who said, good luck, Gala. Had to donate during a big bass run. Big love from the UK and the rest of the Gala gang. I'm not giving the kisses, but there are also kisses for you.
Thank you.
Donation towards Gala's choice. P.S. Any tippy tappers in chat.
Woohoo.
Thank you. That's very sweet. I didn't think that big bass fishing was going to be the first run I ever did at a marathon, but here we are. So, yeah. Einspringen. Every time it comes out of the water. It's funny because like you can have a camera that's in the water and it's like dead silent, and then you can have a camera like this, which is like so action packed. You can also move the boat around to like different locations in the area, but in the run you don't really want to do that because it's not necessary. You just want to fish as fast as possible.
Jetzt nicht nachlassen. Ein neuer Rekord.
So yeah, this run is pretty chill. You can pick up this game secondhand for like $10 at like secondhand stores. It's pretty relaxing to do. This run also teaches you a lot of patience, just like fishing does, because you gotta be patient too. If you try and push things too hard, they won't happen. But one thing I do try and do is I try and keep the lure at a level with the fish's face, because that's how they bite it. So I'm encouraging that every time. That's unfortunate. But yeah, they tease you because they look like they want to bite, but then they just turn their head and they're like, nope, actually, I don't want to. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Jetzt nicht nachlassen. Sehr gut, sehr gut.
Okay, she said that was very good. Also, because it's in black and white, I'll just let you know she's a redhead. She has red hair. Yeah.
Well, for people in chat, we actually added one color, and we chose blue as the most important color, given how much of this game is viewing underwater.
Sehr gut.
Yeah, this is arcade mode, which means like there's a timer in the corner and there's points. So it's like, yeah, you can try and get the most points within a certain frame of time in arcade mode. But like speedrunning, the timer doesn't really, or the points don't really matter too much. There's also like several other different modes in this game. But in arcade, the requirement is to catch 5 fish and then you go to the next mission, so we try and catch them as fast as possible. Also, someone told me that the bite sound effect sounds like a sound effect from Tony Hawk skating games. I've never played them, but someone told me that. So you could probably hear that. That sounds very similar to that. We had that earlier in the marathon at Tony Hawk game.
Jetzt nicht nachlassen. Uhu.
Very relaxing fishing. Yeah, the fish can really tease you because they always look at you like they want to bite, and then they turn their head and go away. Like that. That little beeping sound effect is like a warning
Nicht
that
nachlassen.
your line will break.
Nicht nachlassen.
Because there is a tension meter at the top that glows red.
Sehr gut.
If you try and reel the fish in at really bad points. So you just gotta ease up a bit. Break the line. Breaking the line is very slow and very unfortunate. Bloop, bloop, bloop. That was really unkind. That fish did not bite that. No, okay. Oh. Come on, fish, please. No, they just don't like to bite today. But yeah, I really don't want to be recasting, but it's unfortunate if I need to. There we go.
Jetzt nicht nachlassen. Uhu. Uhu.
Cool. Yeah, it's very trolly.
Uhu.
You can often tell like how much weight a fish has by the way that they behave when on the lure, because the ones that are like really heavy, they will go to the floor and like move around a lot. like this. Kind of. They like to do that. Yeah. So it's unfortunate if they behave like this. So there might be people wondering, why are you speedrunning a fishing game? Well, I typically don't speedrun games like this. I'm actually an character action game runner. But usually people say to speedrun a game that you have nostalgia for, and well, I used to play this when I was like really young with my uncle, so this was my nostalgia game. Yeah. Yeah. So. This is my one nostalgia game that I do run. I didn't play it in German though. I played it in English. But the other voices are really good. French is good, Italian is good, English is good. They're all pretty good. They all have their quirks to it.
Can I jump in for a couple of quick donos?
Of course.
Yep, so we had $40 from Anonymous that just says yes. And we have...
Yes.
Thank you, everybody. And we had $10 from Craig that says, love a big bass, let's go Gala Gang. Stay swole, bruh.
Thanks, Craig. Craig actually bought me this shirt I'm wearing that says don't be a doom bass. So hopefully I won't be a doom bass during this run. Yeah, thank you, Craig. Craig's cool.
Jetzt nicht nachlassen. Ein neuer Rekord.
This is a different type of fish that is for this location. It's like a white silvery fish. There we go.
Ein neuer Rekord.
Another record, wow. Well, those speedrun world records out there.
Sehr gut.
But yeah, I don't speak German or French or the other languages, I only speak English, so I'm not quite sure how accurate the translations are in this game. Accurate enough. I know sehr good, that's good. Woohoo is woohoo. That's one thing. Fub is feet, even though the B is said differently in German. The fish are biting here pretty nicely, so that's good. Also, yeah, something that you can pick up are these like reel bonuses. This one helps like real fast, which is fortunate that I picked one up. And they're located like around the arenas. Around the areas. Yeah, but don't particularly go for them though, because they're usually out of the way. But sometimes you can pick them up, depending on where the fish go. And like with the lures in this game, like some of them are more towards the surface or towards the floor. This one's like in the middle, so it's like, yeah, the good middle ground kind of thing. Now these fish are like everywhere around the lure, but not actually in a line to get to the lure. They're just circling like sharks, which is not good. Oh. That was unfortunate. He was really close to the boat too, so that was unfortunate.
Jetzt nicht nachlassen. Ein neuer Rekord.
Yeah, it's really good when they jump.
Ein neuer Rekord.
If you have any donations to read or anything that you would like to say, you're most welcome to.
Yep, so we do have a couple here. So we had $10 from Tahius that says, Lime for Worcester's rival name. I'm not the only one who thinks this is funny, right? Copium. And given its position in the donation challenge, I would say you need that copium, as Lime is still in 4th place. And we also have $20 from It's Drev, who just says, fish.
Ein neuer Rekord.
Yeah. Raiko, who is doing the Digimon run later tonight, he was going to be on commentary with me because he also speedruns fishing games. I think he's also done a fishing run at ASM in the past. But yeah, he's sleeping because he needs sleep for his run. But yeah, please go watch the Digimon run when that happens.
Woohoo. Jetzt nicht nachlassen.
That's really good.
Woohoo.
Yeah, I think it's at this point there's catfish in this lake, and what starts to happen is for some of the fish, you have to do a bit more joystick maneuvers to actually get them hooked on because they're specialized fish. Like there's the catfish right there. Yeah, they take a little bit more to get hooked.
Ein neuer Rekord.
And they got the whiskers. The whiskers.
Ein neuer Rekord.
Yeah, there's another bonus there, like the little time thing that's for arcade. Because what happens is when if the timer of the arcade runs out,
Nicht nachlassen.
she gets really angry at you. She goes, "Arr!" and then you have to do it all over again. So, yeah, we don't want that happening. Each time you catch a fish, it adds time to the thing and points as well.
Woohoo. Sehr gut. Sehr gut.
Very good. Cool. Now this is the deep. Trying to remember what fish are in this area. Yeah, that fish has like a red eye. They're like a red-eyed fish. That was a tease. He did not bite. But yeah, this run is pretty chill to pick up and do. It's usually the run I do in between my other runs. It's like a just a chill out run to do. A lot of it is, yeah, the randomness of it. Because sometimes fish do not want to cooperate. But so long as you don't take it too seriously, it's fun. He did not bite. There's such a bleak contrast between like like the suspense of like when it's in the water compared to not quite sure why anyone would want to
Jetzt
not
nicht
see the fish,
nachlassen.
but that is a way that you can play.
Nicht nachlassen.
It's kind of unfortunate he did that there because that was in the red, and if I had have reeled him in, it would have been a broken line. Make sure I don't put too much pressure on him.
Ein neuer Rekord. Sehr gut.
Just gonna jump in with a quick
Yeah,
dono
of
here.
course.
So we've got $5 from NerdX Life, who says, "Hi Gala, good luck on the run. The fish have been so good. Gala gang, rise up."
Sehr gut.
Thank you, Nerdlife. That's sweet. Thank you. I know this isn't like the typical game that I usually run, so I really appreciate people coming in. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, very sweet. They are not at good angles. Okay, good. He's cool. One thing I also take note of is how far they are from the boat, because I do want to try and reel in as much as
Ein
possible before
neuer
they bite.
Rekord.
So then, yeah, they come to the boat really fast, and I don't cast out too far either. So even if they're interested or they look interested, I try and reel them a bit further before I let them bite. Jumping is very good.
Sehr gut. Sehr gut.
That's right, very good. This is also a new type of fish. This one we haven't caught before. It's specific to this area.
Ein neuer Rekord.
No, I'm alright, thank you. Thank you.
Sehr gut.
Oh, that was very mean. He turned his head so fast there and did not bite. That's Yeah, and then they do this slow movement through the lure without biting it. Sometimes the fish are very trolly. Yep, just like that. See, I'm always trying to keep the lure like level with their head somewhat. I pushed a little bit too hard there while I was saying that. So that it encourages them to bite. Because if it's not, it's like their AI goes on a path to like go around again and then go for it. Yeah, so. Blah, 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 blah. Oh. No, that happened again. That's okay. Boo. Please, fish. I need you to bite for me. Peaceful fish. High octane fishing at 8 a.m. Except there are not many fish around. They're all too far away. By the time they get here, I'll already be at the boat. Recasting 3 times is not very good. Hopefully we can get... This is starting to feel like real life fishing where I can't catch anything. Yeah, this is a bit of a troll. It's very unfortunate when this happens. I'm gonna go over here. These fish are not very well behaved today.
Jetzt nicht nachlassen.
Yay! Fish!
Sehr gut.
Okay, so we have 2 more fish to catch in this area. It tells me when you cast it in. We have 5 in each area. Oh, that was good. Nice.
Sehr gut.
So we do have one donation, if I can
Yep.
cut in. Yep,
Yep,
so we
of
have
course.
$10 from Reclaimer that just says, born to fish, forced to wipe.
Thanks for playing that.
Sehr gut. Sehr gut.
Yep, that's the end of that area. Good to get out of there after all those recos. Yeah. So this area has a new type of looking fish. It's like this long pike. If we can see one, we'll have a look if we can. If they end up coming. I saw a shadow of a fish that's probably higher there, but yeah, see, there's the pike. I think that's what it's called in the game. Maybe it's called something else. He came out of nowhere. Very good. It's nice if they do that, but it doesn't always happen.
Jetzt nicht nachlassen.
Yep, he does that movement to try and spit out the lure, and I don't Do that.
Sehr gut.
Very good. Good, that's good. Yeah, very good when
Ein
they
neuer
jump.
Rekord.
You can just reel them straight in. In English it says jumper.
Jetzt nicht nachlassen. Uhu.
She's very happy whenever we catch a fish. Yeah, this is like a special, yeah. It takes a little bit more to get them on the hook, because they're more specialized fish.
Ein neuer Rekord.
There's another version of that of a fish that looks a lot like that one that is so big that it doesn't fit on the screen. So we might get to see that later on in one of the later areas.
Uhu.
Woohoo! Nice. That didn't have a lot of recurves, so that's very good. That's good. So this is the second last area, if I recall correctly. I know it because I always recognize that truck. It's a red truck, and I always say that she takes the truck when she goes fishing. That's her red truck.
Ein neuer Rekord.
And she fits all her fish in.
Jetzt nicht nachlassen.
That was a really good reel.
Sehr gut.
Covered a lot of feet in that one, so that's good. This so far is going really good. But he did not want to bite. This is also the lake with the really big fish, but you don't always see them because they're kind of rare. Also, in order to catch the really big fish that's in this area, you need a fish already on the lure, and then he will come and eat that fish, and then you can get that fish. But you don't always want him because
Sehr gut.
he can take a lot of time to actually reel in. But we'll have a look. He may turn up today, or maybe not. He might be shy for the marathon. Yep. In German, she does this really squeaky noise. For some reason, if you break the line, she turns into a mouse. She goes, "Ear, ear, ear." And she, yeah, she doesn't like it when you break the line. Yeah, so that's the really big fish that just went past. He wanted to bite the fish that we already had,
Uhu.
but he didn't get an opportunity to do that. Yeah. Very cheeky. You can see him running after it. Now we have one more fish to catch in this area. And he teased us right there. He's going away now. He says, "No, I'm not coming." Sometimes they do this behavior like what he's doing now, where they bob up and down at the surface and do this breathing animation. When they do that, they will not go for the lure. It's very unfortunate if that happens. Don't like that behavior from them. doing the breathing. That's not very nice of you. Oh. I thought that one would bite. That one looked
Nicht
really good.
nachlassen.
Cool.
Sehr gut.
We didn't catch the massive fish here, but that's okay. we got to see him at least. Now this is the honey hole. This is the final level.
I'm going to jump in. We've
Yep.
got another donation, $5 from Captain Clown, who says, "Love to see Galas runs. You could even say I'm hooked." I know, that joke was a total dead fish. I better leave before they chase me with the net.
Oh no.
That was painful to read, but thank you for the donation.
Nice, that was good.
Sehr gut.
Very good. Yeah, in English at least, whenever like you hook a fish, it says he is hooked.
Nicht nachlassen.
Yeah.
Ein neuer Rekord.
Another record. It's unfortunate. That's also a new type of fish, that one. Had quite a few recos on this run, but that's usually to be expected. The perfect run would have no recos. You would always catch a
Jetzt
fish.
nicht nachlassen.
That just comes with the randomness
Sehr gut.
of catching fish. Now this is the final fish, so time will be on the congratulations screen, which is pretty fast.
Jetzt nicht nachlassen. Jetzt nicht nachlassen.
Yep, okay, so we just caught the final fish.
Sehr gut.
She's very happy, and time. Yahoo! Well, that was Big Bass Fishing in German. You can also play it in French, Spanish, Italian, whatever you like. You can definitely do that. It's asking me now if I want to save 9. I do not want to save. Yeah, thanks for having me. This game is pretty simple and easy to pick up. It's just a bit random and requires a bit of patience, but yeah, you can find it anywhere for like $10 at a secondhand store, and yeah. Thanks for having me, and that's it.